Good morning, and thanks for choosing Fox 10 News on this Saturday morning. Today is May 22nd. Happy Saturday. I am Gianni Navarro. Well, I'm sure all you folks are ready for some warmer temps, and I know Matt's going to tell us we have some beautiful temps coming our way. Oh yeah, it's going to be the first weekend that we've really warmed up, and we're headed to some more very warm weather. So you've been waiting on sort of that summertime feel. We got it for you here, folks. Right now, it's in the 60s here across much of the area and still low 70s in other spots. 66 Evergreen, 68 in Crestview right now. That's where we're sitting at here to start off with. Out in West Mobile at 68. Downtown is a mild and muggy 72, 69 in Fairhope. So that's some warmer temperatures. Starting to get that summertime feeling. You see all these 70s here south of 98. So we're all feeling pretty warm this morning. Pretty quiet here on the satellite radar. Just a few clouds rolling by. Not anticipating any rain around at all today. Should just be partly cloudy skies. Looking good here throughout our Saturday. I know we've been talking about the tropics last couple of days and watching a tropical wave that was in the northwestern Gulf. That has now moved ashore. You can see the spin there, but now it's over land, so it's not going to develop here. It's just going to bring rain for folks in Texas, so no worries about that little system. It is moved its way inland. So Futurecast just shows us a partly cloudy day, but otherwise quiet day here across our area. Temperatures, look how they warm on up. Should be in the low 80s by lunchtime. Should hit the mid 80s here this afternoon. Still a bit of a southeast breeze that helps us out in the afternoon, making things feel a little bit better. So today, partly cloudy and hotter. That's your top weather headline. Looking ahead, we'll be looking at that summer heat coming on strong, and we've also got the tropics to talk about. We have a named storm, a preseason storm for the 6th time in the last 7 years, a May storm, Anna, in the Atlantic. We'll talk about that. We're also going to talk about very rough surf conditions. If you want to take advantage of this warm weather and head to the beach, we've got issues in the water. Details on that coming up in a few minutes. Thank you, Matt. And if you are planning on heading to the beach this weekend, don't forget, Gulf waters are still very dangerous. Red and double red flags are flying at all of our local beaches. Now, that rough surf expected to stick through at least Sunday. And as a quick reminder, if you're near downtown this morning, you will likely hear some more fireworks of a different kind, though. The Army National Guard will be firing ceremonial cannons from the Alabama State Docks about 10 o'clock as part of the commissioning celebration. So don't be alarmed by the 19 planned blasts. They are not firing live rounds. And ahead of the commissioning of the USS Mobile, it was Mardi Gras, better late than never. Mardi Gras rolling through downtown Mobile, people lining the streets ready to catch beads and moon pies, and there was plenty to go around. And it was actually what partygoers needed after a very long year dealing with the ongoing pandemic shutting down Mardi Gras this year.
It's just the same, but we can't say that. It's Mardi Gras.
We miss Mardi Gras. We miss Mardi Gras. It's time, though.
It's very exciting, especially around us.
Huge crowd. Perfect weather. Mardi Gras in May. What you think?
We here tonight. It's a little different. We're excited that we can have something in the midst of COVID. But God is good.
And obviously we're celebrating, you know, the USS Mobile right now, but it's like a chance for us all to come together and just kind of have pride in where we live.
Now, the night was capped off by the fireworks finale over the Mobile River, appropriately overlooking Austell, where the USS Mobile was built. And check this out. You're looking at a belt buckle given to the crew of the USS Mobile. The word plank owner means original crew member of a new ship. On the scroll there is a ship's motto, victory through perseverance. And you may recognize the graphic on the buckle too. It's Mobile's unofficial Mardi Gras flag. And don't forget, the commissioning of the USS Mobile will be live streamed today starting at 10 o'clock. We've got the details about today's event posted for you on fox10tv.com. And speaking of big ships, the Port of Mobile will soon be able to attract even bigger container ships. The long-awaited dredging of the Mobile Ship Channel is underway. Crews with the Army Corps of Engineers started the job of making the channel deeper and wider to accommodate the bigger freighters. That means not only more traffic for the port, but more money for Mobile as well as the state. And U.S. cities are expecting thousands of people at events this weekend However, there's still work to do as health experts try every trick in the book to get vaccine holdouts their shots. Erica Hill reports.
From free drinks to free money.
If you needed one more good reason, then just go out and get vaccinated for your chance to win a share of this $2 million.
States are pulling out all the stops to get more shots in arms. The White House hooking up with several dating apps.
People who display their vaccination status are 14% more likely to get a match. We have finally found the one thing that makes us all more attractive: a vaccination.
More than 160 million people in the U.S. now have at least one shot. But the average daily pace of vaccinations is dropping fast, down nearly 50% since last month's peak.
We need to do whatever we can to give people a safe incentive to get vaccinated.
The South sparking new concerns. These 8 states among the 10 where less than half the adult population has received at least one dose.
Last summer, right around June, July, we saw a big surge of cases in the South. Why in the South? Because it gets pretty hot. It's hard to spend time outside. People cluster indoors. And if we have large numbers of unvaccinated people in those states, we may very well see a surge in those states.
One bright spot, 12 to 15-year-olds account for nearly 25% of new vaccinations nationwide in the past week.
This is their shot to being teenagers. And by rolling up their sleeves, they actually help protect their parents, their teachers, their classmates, and their communities.
Average daily cases now under 30,000, the lowest level in nearly a year. And at one of the Bay Area's largest hospitals, no COVID patients for the first time in 14 months.
I did have tears in my eyes. It feels like a milestone.
Another milestone coming this Sunday when 15,000 fans will pack Madison Square Garden for Game 1 of the NBA playoffs.
This is what we've been waiting for, New York.
D.C. lifting most capacity limits today. Rhode Island dropping its remaining COVID restrictions a week early, thanks to vaccinations, as Americans adjust to yet another new normal.
Well, data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention outlines how many people have become sickened or died from COVID-19 after they were fully vaccinated. The CDC reports 1,949 breakthrough cases of COVID involving hospitalization or death have been confirmed among the vaccinated population. Of that number, 18% of the cases were fatal. 79% of the total infections occurred in people 65 years old or older. All the cases involve patients at least 2 weeks after receiving a second dose of Pfizer or Moderna's vaccine or one dose of Johnson & Johnson's. The CDC notes such breakthrough cases are rare. 125 million people have been fully vaccinated, which means those breakthrough cases account for fewer than 1 in 64,000 of vaccinated people. However, the CDC also admits the number of breakthrough illnesses is likely underreported. And schools that have programs to test for COVID-19 might have a better chance at keeping in-person instruction and extracurricular activities. The CDC published another study that looked at Utah students who tested for COVID-19 every 14 days in order to be allowed to continue extracurriculars. Researchers credited the testing programs with preserving 95% of planned athletic events and for saving days of in-person instruction among all the students tested in participating schools. Now, the CDC also released a new study about mask wearing in elementary schools. It found that COVID cases among grade school students are 37% lower when masks are required for staff. And there are several vaccination events happening in our viewing area. Mobile County Health Department holding a vaccination clinic today. They will be giving the first dose of the Pfizer vaccine at the Children's Medical Group from 8 to 11 this morning. They're also offering a second dose of Moderna in Grand Bay Monday at the Little Rock AME Church from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's for those who received their first dose of Moderna on or before April 26th. And you can also get a Pfizer vaccine at the New Bern Health Center from 9 Monday morning until 3